So for those of you that aren't familiar with Geek Made Designs, we make custom controller holders for a lot of gaming headsets, controllers, consoles, whatnot. And we came across these really cool Nixie clocks and thought it would be really fun to integrate a Nixie clock into one of our holders. And NixieShop.com, we came across them on social and reached out to them. They actually sent us a unit to be able to integrate into one of our holders. So really excited to share kind of the story of designing and making one of these just for our shop, for our office, and give you an idea of how we go through the process of designing and making some of our stuff. So with the Nixie clock in hand, we're able to pull dimensions off of it, actually build a 3D model of kind of a prototype of this that we can use to design our holder around. We decided that we wanted to go with the Xbox Series X controller on the left and the Nixie clock on the right side. So you can see we start out with our standard controller and then we start pocketing out the right dimensions for the Nixie clock. So we put a little pocket in here, and then we want to make sure that we have plenty of room for the electronics and geometry, the workings underneath the Nixie clock, and then also a spot for the power cable. So once we've done all of that, we want to be able to simulate this and make sure that we can manufacture it. So we'll do some quick simulations. Once we're pretty happy with the look and the feel of it, we're going to go out to the shop, cut a piece of wood to the right length and width. Then we prepare it to be able to get it on the CNC machine. So we want to find the dead center of this board so that we can make sure that we align everything up when we start milling it. So we just draw a couple of lines across corner to corner to find that dead center, and then we can from here put it on the machine, set up the appropriate height so that it knows how to mill it. So here we put a ball end mill, just a rounded end mill, and we can start milling out for the Xbox Series X controller. So you can see here, sped up quite a bit, but it's milling out that Series X holder. I love this part. It's kind of fun to watch as it's milling that out. And then with all things, there's often bit changes, so we needed to drop out the ball end mill, put in a flat end mill that just does a flat bottom. We're going to use that for the recess, that pocket of the Nixie clock. So we swap out our tool here. We can then start removing material around where the Nixie clock's going to be. So you can see here we're pocketing that out, adding quite a bit of material, and then we also have a little spot in the back there that the cord is going to be able to drop down and go underneath the holder, and we put a little recess around the edge that it rests down in there nice and neat. Afterwards, we also decided to add a headset holder, so you'll see here that we just put a little slot for a headset, and then test fitting everything, making sure it all fits nice and clean and tidy. And then from here we can do just a final pull it off the machine, be able to add a little oil to it to make the grains pop, and see the final result. And a special thanks to Nixie Shop for providing this, allowing us to play around with it, make something unique, and then have just a beautiful piece in our office. It holds a controller and tells the time and the date. So super excited. Hopefully you love it. We anticipate doing more videos like this in the future with things that we're working on. And if you have any questions, certainly reach out to us or add any comments below.